Stampers, this is Karen Phillip. Today I am going to show you how to make this cute card, which is actually a gift card holder. So on the inside it says treat yourself, and right here is where you would put your gift card. I've added a little bit of another dreamsicle kind of thing, and it's a very simple card. So let's get started. This month I'm featuring the ice cream suite, and one of the features in there, of course, is the ice cream stamp set, which we will be using for this. It also includes a punch for the bundle, which is very versatile, and it has some ribbon in it that is this striped burgundy or blackberry bliss ribbon. So that's what we're using for this one. Oh, and the designer paper, which will only be available until probably end of June, if it doesn't run out sooner. So this is the paper. Again, this is how, if you've watched me before, this is how I store my paper in a big 13 by 13 inch Ziploc bag, and it all fits in there nicely. I put all the scraps in there, but this is the paper. You get some, I'm going to call them blobbies, which is like this. So it's really not a real image, it's just some spots of color, and that's where I got the color inspiration for this card. And the other side was this. So we have some of these. Here's some stripes and some of the dreamsicle, or whatever you want to call them. Ice cream cones, sprinkles, this one that I've just showed you, the some more of the, only more in the red colors of those blobs. I don't know what else to call them, and another design. So it's a really cool set of designer paper. So let's get started making the card. We'll start with the inside, which is the actual card holder. And I have a piece of white cardstock that is 3 5/8 by 8 1/2, and all I did was score it at 5 inches, and then we will be pushing this up. However, in order to get the card out, because this is so far up, we're going to cut it on an angle first. I'm looking for my silicone pad so you can see what I'm doing. So we'll take our scissors, or you could use your paper cutter, and cut from one side about halfway up to the corner. And you just need to kind of eye it up. I'm not a straight cutter, but there's nothing to worry about, because, and this you can just discard or use it for another project. So then I have a piece of the designer paper that looks like the dreamsicles and my color inspiration. You can use either side. I think I'm going to use this side of it, and I don't know if you can tell, but this is not straight underneath. And this will, if you didn't cut it straight, this piece will be straight. So we'll put this, tape this on. And that just goes like so, and like so. And then we will trim it from the back. And we will just trim it off. Sorry about the phone call. Okay, so then, now that that's what that will look like. So on the bottom part, we will take our tear and tape and just put it along each side, not the top, otherwise you won't be able to get the card in. So we'll put a piece there, and another piece on the other side, like so. And we'll take off the release strip. Okay, there we go. And then we will just push this up. And now we have a gift card holder, and the card just slides right inside there. We'll attach it to our card. Just attach the whole thing on the back. And that just goes on in the center of the card. Now if you'd like, you can decorate the card on the inside. I did that on my sample. I won't do it now, but I did it on my sample. And I cut out one of those popsicle, dreamsicle, whatever those are, and I stamped it that said treat yourself, which is one of the stamps in the stamp set, because that way they have the gift card and they can treat themselves with a gift. For the rest of the card, I simply took some, this is Blackberry Bliss, this is Calypso Coral. We'll just attach this one. I want to show you how to do the popsicle thing, stamp. It's pretty cool. So we'll put that on. And then we have a piece of white. I'll put the measurements in the posting. So we have white. Oops, I don't want to put that one on yet. Well, and then I'm going to put it on the other side too. Because I did this on the silicone pad, it won't stick to anything. I wanted to put my ribbon on first. So to put your ribbon on, I took my adhesive and I just drew a straight line down the left side of the card, and then it makes it nice and straight, because if you just put the ends under, sometimes it gets a little puffy, and if you put the glue directly on the ribbon, it makes it so that it's it could not have a good result. It can, but sometimes it pulls up and that sort of thing. Alright, so now we're putting this on the back. We're wrapping it over the back. And now I have tape on it already, so we can attach it to our card. This little piece. Okay. I have an oval that this is from the Stitched Shapes that's no longer available, but if you have any oval will work. We'll attach that here. And then for the ice cream, I have these already mounted, and I'll show you how these stamp. It's pretty cool. I'm using Rich Raspberry and Calypso Coral. The Blackberry Bliss, to match, it was a little dark, so I wanted to make it just a little bit lighter. So I'm taking a piece of white, and we will stamp it. I'll show you in here. So we will stamp it the bottom first. Doesn't matter, but I'm doing the bottom first. So that's Rich Raspberry. And you just stamp it. Well, I'm just going to stamp it. Make sure you have room for your stick. And that's what it looks like. And then the top one fits right in there. It overlaps a little bit, and you can make it go down as far as you'd like. And that's how you get the dreamsicle. Now we're going to be cutting this out, so even though it went over the edge a little bit, that's okay, because we'll be cutting that off. And then the stick, get this out of the way so I don't get full of ink, because I've been known to do that. So for the stick, I use the cinnamon cider, and there's a little stick in the stamp set, and that just goes right there. And then we'll cut that out. And to save time, I've already cut it out, cut one out, and we'll put that on. I have 2 dimensionals on the back, and we'll just put that on there, like so. Now to add the bow, I made a bow. We will use some glue dots. You can use any kind of glue dots that you'd like. I like to use the dots from the Paper Pumpkin, and I'm using 2 of them. I find it works best putting the dots right on the paper, not on the ribbon itself. It sticks a little better, so I'm putting just 2 of these here. And that goes right there. And the bow goes on there. Again, I wanted to use the entire suite, so that's why I chose these colors, but they are kind of cool. I've stamped the Happy Birthday from the set in Versamark, embossed it with white embossing powder on the Calypso Coral, added some dimensionals, and put that on the front. Now we have a very nice gift card holder, like that. Oh, and if you'd like to, some artistic, or I think they're called artistic blooms, what do you call these, sequins, and they just add a little bit of bling to it. So here's the finished card with the bling on. And we have the inside. Go treat yourself and go make one. Thanks for watching and have a great day.